Hello, hello. Alright, now what is sticking out? Alright, so, hello everybody. Those of you, if you watch this later. I am going to be working on a quick project for a friend. And then I'm going to be switching back to my working on diapers, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to take this needle out. I'm going to go ahead and put this one. There's my pen cushion. There it is. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it underneath it so that I can tell which one is which here. Oh wait, that's the only needle I have on there. Okay, that works. Alright. So I have a quick project for a friend, which is going to require... Hello, I'm doing okay. Where's my stuff? This is what I was looking for. We're doing alright. It's been a little bit of a hectic week. Let's see here. We've got... black, I guess. I don't believe there's a black bobbin in here, so I'm going to have to make a bobbin. Do I have a black to make a bobbin with? I would love that, so that I don't have to, like... No, I don't think I do. I have cone thread black, but nothing else. Alright. Well, I mean, I can use a black thread for now, because I have to do some stuff with black under there. Anyway. Ugh, my foot open. Alright, so I have to hem up friend's pants real quick. And then, this is almost out of thread. I know I have another spool somewhere, so figure out where that is. Because that's really empty. I need to give this piece a little clean at some point. It's kind of gross. Alright, we're going to pull out a fresh bobbin. This is not very much thread, so that's why I kind of don't want to... Don't these come out? Yeah, they do. There we go. Oh, that's better. I don't want to... I don't know what I was saying. Put that there. Okay, so we put this here. We're going to get the bobbin up here real quick. I haven't sewn with Gutterman thread in forever, so... I'm used to sewing with Klutz and Clark, and it's a little bit different feel, for sure. But I need a little bit of black, so I can work on these pants. And then we're going to get back to diapers. My week has been crazy. I'll be able to kind of tell more later on. I want to give us some time to adjust, but there's going to be some pretty big changes. Changes that have also triggered a lot of, like, why am I rolling a whole ass bobbin now? Is this cotton? Or is this polyester? Okay. Could not remember what it was because I am sewing. If I'm going to sew diaper covers, I do not want cotton thread. I want 100% polyester. So, going crazy. Are you talking weather or just in general or what? I don't. Like, life this past week has not been dull and uneventful. You know what kind of sucks is, like, I rarely use this type of needle, and so I'm like, there's no defining features on it to tell which size it is, other than the fact that it's a honky chunky needle. Oh. Yeah. The world has been pretty crazy. That's been the beauty of living in Canada. Like, it's not uncrazy here as far as, like, you know, politics go. But it is a much more open, you know, state, as far open-minded state, I should say, as far as the trans stuff goes. So, but that does not mean there's not like possibility of different people getting picked up because ICE is stupid and shit like that. You know, but it's less likely to happen here. So I'm gonna roll this one back up. We're gonna take it out here in just a minute. Well, a few minutes. I've got to do a little bit of double checking with this. My friend is having me hem their overalls that they started hemming by hand. So I have to make sure everything's good and ready. And ouch, poke myself, of course, because pins. I'm gonna go ahead and press everything. I think because I would like to get a really solid hem, as this is canvas and it's a lot. So we're gonna probably have to grab my iron out for the very first time, and my new ironing board. Haven't done that yet. So, you guys, I had to spend $50 on this fucking crazy ironing board. Oh, I have to push that. Oh, my computer came unplugged. Alright, come on, computer, stay plugged in today. Actually, I can reach that perfectly from here. So if I've got a good outlet, oh god, there's so much thread on it. If I've got a decent outlet around here, I can't reach it out from here. Please tell me I plugged back in. I did not turn back on now. There we go. I need to hang a hookup because I can hang this thing. Although we're moving in a month anyway, so there's not a huge ton of point to getting this house ready with that. Okay, let's see. Can I unplug my sewing machine for 5 minutes and reach? Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, what's in my way? Other than this crazy amount of... Oh, there's a bag there. There we go. I'll go ahead and unplug my sewing machine for a few minutes. Whilst I... Oh shit, that's so not close. Alright. Good, there we go. So this thing has... Oh my god, it's so lightweight. There's no light to it. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Need cotton. I'm not gonna do anything like steam or anything for this. We're just gonna go ahead and just hem it. I'm gonna go ahead and take out these pins and look at about. Looks like we have about a ½ an inch. I might do a slightly different, just to get that fraying area out of the way, because that's not gonna be. Well, that's not incredibly great. So yeah. And this is already turned inside out? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Wait, hang on. Yeah, it is. Okay. I have to turn this a little bit to the side so I can get this portion, hopefully. Oh, this is gonna be hard. This is not the best place for ironing, unfortunately. I need to take that out. Where's my seam ripper? Oh, yeah, this was never gonna stay, probably. Our neighbors are being loud right now. Yeah, this. I fear this would not have stayed in this. Like, I don't know if this stitch would have lasted. But anyway, I am getting it taken care of now. Hopefully my machine doesn't yell about this. It could, it shouldn't. I've sewn denim before on this machine. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so looks like we're taking up about eight. Oh god, we did that a lot. Okay. Well, that makes my life easier a little bit. Just so I can. Oh my god, thread is the bane of my existence when it's in little teeny tiny bits, but that's the life of being seen. Sewist. Okay. I am so glad that did not just fall on my foot, because that would have been a seam ripper straight into it. Alright, so if we're gonna have it, where is it? We got 1, 2, this one like that. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I have this 1, 2. We're gonna have to. There makes that really rough. So it needs to be here. So I think what we'll do is we will give it a little bit thicker of a hem, because then I can put that where that is. I can make that my new line for the turn and turn, just because it's going to be better to pull this up there that far. Okay. But I'm pretty much, I do need to go with, like, this is so lightweight. It feels like this is a toy. This is how lightweight this thing is. Hello, everybody. Oh, you just got a 65-inch TV. Nice. We have a 55-inch TV. So, it's nice. Alright, so we may need to go up slightly, because this one was cut pretty. Let's see, that one was cut really close to the surface. Yeah. Okay. 52, but yeah. When it comes to hemming, irons are our best friend. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a shift, because this does look smaller and shorter than the rest. So I'm gonna put that spot just slightly up there. Or I probably need a little bit of steam for this, but I'm not gonna really bother with it too much with steam, because it looks pretty decent. So the biggest thing is gonna be this side, where it's not very, what's the word? I'm not gonna bother hemming or ironing that. This seems pretty. Alright, so this one has yet to be done, so that's beneficial to me. But I have to try and find the correct fold amount for this one. Make sure that these are similar. Okay, they are. Let's cut down a lot. So I don't think we have much give on. Wait, is that inside out? Yes. I don't think we have a ton of give on length here, so I want to make sure that it's, you know, that it's done right. They did half the work for me, so that works. As far as cutting it down, but it also doesn't give me enough. Like, I always like to do 1-inch hems on denim because I think it makes it a little bit easier to manage, because denim is so very thick. And this is not denim, this is canvas. So, and oh, I wish I had black for my cover stitch machine. That would have been perfect. Okay, make sure. I actually think we've got more. I'm trying to figure out which one's the... Yeah, it's probably this one's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hem this area, or press this area. Also, when it comes to hemming this stuff, it is, like, bigger as the leg goes up a lot of time. So, yeah. Alright, so what I'm now going to do is just kind of turn that all underneath on this side, just by like a 1/4 inch or so. The bigger the hem, the easier it kind of is. So I'm trying to make it like an even hem, but thinner. I know there's not much length here at all, so I kind of just have to go with it how it is. But yeah. I really hope I'm moving this right side, but well, if not, I'll just undo it. Alright, we're gonna roll that. We're gonna roll this. But the reasoning for the thicker hem and stuff like this is just that it gives a lot more room for the really thick seams. Just keep on rotating this one. That spot's not going to stay there, unfortunately. If you fall and hit my foot, I'm going to be very upset. There we go. Cough, yeah. I hate coughing. I hate when you have like a cold and that cough lingers for so long. Gonna have to put some water in this just to give it some weight to feel like actually like it's a thing working, you know. Alright, so we've been... This is gonna be a little bit of an issue because there's a little bit less of a... Yeah, I know the feeling. Dude, I've had a lot of an uptick in seizures as of the last week. A couple of things have gone on that have kind of triggered that. Why does it feel like that's melting? It's not, but... Like, it's been, needless to say, a rough week. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that as is, because it's just gonna get pinned underneath here in a minute. Alright, let's work on this one. We already not hemmed, but we already pressed it. We did not press this one actually enough. Right here. So we might need to kind of figure that out. I'm trying to make sure that we're getting this particular thing in there. But yeah, like my seizures have kind of gone a little bit haywire this week. Hoping they'll settle down. I do know what triggered them and everything, so hopefully that's calming down. It will be okay. But seizures suck. And it was really the first seizures my partner has had to experience in person. Yeah, seizures up until this week were pretty much non-existent for like 6, 7 months. Like the whole time I've been here, I don't know if I had seizures or not, or maybe little seizures, but haven't really had many of them. Given they are PTSD based, they tend to quiet down when I'm not as triggered and all that jazz with different PTSD stuff. So, once things like that calm down, they tend to just kind of chill out. Because they're non-epileptic, it's, when I'm not having a lot of mental health or emotional struggles related to different things, it is a little bit more common. So in the last week, I've had, I think we're close to like 20 would be my guess, if I remember count correctly. I know the other day I had at least 12 that were witnessed, and we're not sure if there were any that weren't witnessed. So, it was a little bit of a rough weekend with that. But I think they'll be calming down, There's just trauma that has gone on before that the situation that we have found ourselves in the last week has been like a little bit more of an uptick in seizures because of that. But that's the thing, it's like it's not a bad situation. What I will say is my partner has a couple new partners in our polycule, and it's wonderful. I love these humans so much. But there is that fear that goes on away, and it's mostly like subconscious fear right now. So it's just reassuring my brain as things go on that it's okay, So we just have to work my brain through that. Chloe did call the paramedics the first night because I was asleep when they started, and I did not really come to and wake up very much right after them. So they were a little bit nervous, and they were like, okay, I need to do something. Like, they're not coming to. I have since let them know, hey, if if it's been like an hour or something, yeah, then you can call. But for the most part, I will come to. Unless, I've hit my head or something, we don't really need a call. These 2B pads have got to get out of my way. I still need to make these up and sell them or give them away somewhere, but I have all of these 2B pads. There's maybe a couple hundred in there. So we need to plug that sewing machine back in. I can use that. I need to clean up the sewing area this week. It's pretty rough. And I just broke a clip. I heard that one. Oops. This chair is not roll very well on the floor linoleum. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to go ahead and take my arm off. I think I'm going to start right here. A little bit weird because it's like the biggest spot, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a little thing here. See, once it gets in there, it's fine. But this does have to, it's a little bit taller than I wanted it because it's where it is. But let's go a little bit teeny bit further so that we get in that spray area. This sounds so cool. I have been sewing with my walking foot so much because I'm sewing diapers and layers of stretchy things that don't want to go at the same time, and it's been loud. That one came out. Oh well, I'll fix that as we go. Okay. This should take me like 10 minutes once I... Looking pretty good. You can't even see it. It's black, so it doesn't show up very much. Alright, so now we're at that other side where we have to fix that fray point. Here, fix that paper again. And go on with the hem. Hopefully that's enough that it'll work great and not fray too bad. That, but oh well. I accidentally left my thread cutter all the time. Or my automatic thread cutter all the time. Alright, side one done. Yep, that's as good as that's going to get because there was a cut in it. Now, we don't have to do that on this side though, so we just start and continue on. It is going to need a little bit of leveling because it's such a thick. Greetings from Russia. Well, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I don't know why I'm putting this here, but I am. Why am I starting on this seam? I don't know, but it gets it through faster. Don't sew your hand. Come on, get that up here. There we go. Ta-da. Oh, shit. Don't knock shit over, okay? This is not my usual. I am not a humongous fan. Okay, you're still... Alright. How are y'all doing over there? We are just taking things one day at a time right now. We are so almost done with this already. Hemming is not that hard when it's pre-cut and everything for me. I don't mind that. I love that I have the leveler on this machine. It's so nice. Okay, we gotta go over it. Okay, I'm gonna go over that just one more little time. Because I want to make sure. Sorry, sewing machine, I know you don't like me with that. Okay, there's that. Okay, we're almost done with this, and then I can get back to the other stuff. This one's not been. Okay. There we go. That's done. Ta-da. Now we just trim it, and they can come pick it up, or we bring it to them another day. One leg done. One leg to go. Okay. And they're done. I feel like they just cut those really short, but we'll see. These look like they're my length. They look so short. Okay. I'm going to put over the things I have over there. I'm going to switch out this needle because I don't really ever use this size needle. Although I will say it did go through my denim a lot better this time, or like that canvas, a lot better. Yeah. I need my ballpoint back. Yeah. Okay, what is that message? That one I have to look at. Oh, they're ending early today, then. Okay. Okay, this is... Let me see where I'm at with these ones. Did I have them completely? No, we're not. Alright. I thought we were done tearing that up. Or tearing that out. So this one is not even touched, which means I touched half of them. Okay. Or one of them. This one is the one that's ready. So I'm gonna... It's only half ready. Okay. Well, actually, I can get that ready pretty quickly. So I need my seam ripper, which of course fell on the ground like I did. Okay. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is try to hold this while I get myself a little hole right here and pull that from the inside out, hopefully. Good, it stayed there enough. Alright. If this is the right elastic, I'm going to go ahead and save it because I can actually use that. So this... Yeah. That is kind of one of the drawbacks. Our little polycule family is up to like 7 right now, I think. Plus our other friends here, which are kind of family, but you know. Yeah, that's fair. That is one reason why I wanted to make sure I was moving somewhere. Like, there's not a huge amount of little scene around here, but we do make it because we are a big group. You know, there's, let's see, everybody currently living in this house is pretty much trans or some form of it, or has DID, so they're kind of on that, or they're like non-binary type of deal. And so we have our own little built-in. Another friend of ours is trans. So it's like we kind of have a little built-in community. There is a very good, like there's a lot of places around here that have so much support for the trans community, and like we have one little place that's really cool. It's like a, what you call it? It was a cafe. Now it's more like a meeting space. AFB. Oh shit, that went down there, didn't it? Well, fuck. I guess we pull it from the other side then. Nope, that one's done already too. Fuck. Oh no, it's right there. Okay, we're good. Air Force Base. Let me see. Fairchild. Four hours and 39 minutes. Give or take. Because it takes like 20 minutes to get across our town. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull it this way. Get this out of there. Yeah. I know we're near the Navy base, we're just not near the Air Force Base. There we go. Alright, so we're not even anywhere near ready to sew these, so I might real quick finish putting together our covers, and then I can sit down and do this for a while. But let's get my actual sewing out of the way, and I can seam rip from my seat. So I don't need my black thread right now. Yeah. Nope, I need a I need a bobbin still. Yeah, it's... The only downside is just, like, living on disability is not, like, you don't get much, unfortunately. Okay, put the light back on. Use this up at least until that. Yeah, working retail kind of sucks. Really? Did you have to come out of there? So narrow. This is where I might like be like, oh wait, I need to get my threader out. This needle is so small. Well, the area for which I thread it is small. Because it is such a, like, having just threaded that denim needle versus this, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't use denim needles very often. And the bigger ones on top of that, like, I don't use the big ones that often, so that was just a really interesting turnabout. Okay, so I've got 3 covers left to sew. Looks like I was in the process of this one. However, I need to get my gussets out, which are not done. They are over here. Oh, wait, I have the column right there. Okay. Oh, wait, I do. Do I have 4 left? I know that diaper's over here. Yes, I do. I have 4 diapers left to sew. Okie dokie, artichoke, here we go. So, with this being ready, I just need to stitch you guys in. And then, the question is, do I want to do it before I put all your elastics in? Or, let's see here. Up, come, here. Okay, I'm going to kind of... So you're the front. So this one will go here. Alright, so this one, I need to figure out where these are gonna go. I've had the best luck with putting them on before everything has their elastics in, but also I'm trying to limit how many times I stitch these in, or stitch in this area, and, where is it? You know, like, I'd rather stitch this a little bit further back, just so you know it's okay. So I do this, I'll put that in. Okay, I'm trying to think of the last one I just did and how I did it. I think what I'm going to do is kind of that. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this before I get too far. Okay, so then we're going to have to... I don't think that's a problem if if I stitch that down first. And then we go in with the maybe what did I do with this one? Okay, so this one is completely untouched yet, other than I've sewn one elastic to the edge so far. Okay, so the other one's gonna go like it's way farther than it's gonna go, but okay. You're gonna go to about that point. Wait, right about here. It's like a couple inches from the end, so we're gonna go ahead and mark this. That's my stitching point. We're gonna go ahead and mark it in front of it. And then I'm going to make sure this is not turned around at all. Alright, now we're gonna come around and do this. And we're gonna stitch that about where we want that turn to be. Yeah, that should be good enough. I'm not sure that one is stitched. Oh, wait, there's the elastic mark right there. Never mind. Make sure this is right. I feel like that was marked way higher up. Yeah, it's way up there. So why did I change that one? Why did I put it up there as opposed to down here? I have no idea, but it looks like it's in the wrong place personally. So, okay, I got you right there. So you're, so it's a seam thing. Let's see here. All right, I'm actually gonna pull this out, I think. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna. See, if I put in this first, I feel like I could fit my pin through that, and maybe it would be okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out because I don't know how I did this one. Why I did this one where it wasn't marked. So I want to get that taken out right away because I don't think that's right. This was made to go in a specific length, so I want to keep it at that if I can. Alright. You come out of there. Nope, nope, we gotta still like that. Still. Don't break these, please. Thank you. Alright, so this marking is way the fuck up here. Way the fuck up here. I see why I did that. Okay. I may have to go through here and make sure I seamed this properly. Because I see that it's really close to that. But I can make it a little bit better. Are you done?
Yeah.
I was just messaging you.
Corner Connie left.
Yeah, a while ago. So, just, I don't know if you've seen Celine's thing.
No.
Okay. Just be considerate of her and communicate with her.
Yes, of
Well,
course.
because, hang on, I gotta mute this. This is not a conversation for public. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. We had to have a quick word. Well, and I need to adjust this seam allowance a little bit because I have it set at I'm gonna it's gonna be a little bit more of a stark curve, which I don't like, but neighbors are loud. Okay. So I shifted that a little bit, so that should, in theory, shift. I called. Shut up, Siri. Alright, I need to be careful with tearing it out because that is not knotted right there. So I need to be careful. Although if I can loop that through, that would be great. I don't think I can, but hey. I was just trimming up this, or not trimming. I needed more seam allowance on this particular area so that I can adjust things a little bit. Why you be a butthead? I hate tearing out things. There we go. And this will have that behind it. This, I might be able to get it to actually pull through a knot if I were to pull it out that far. Let's go for it. Let's see if I can. Comments. Messages. Trying to pay close attention to get this as long of a thread as humanly possible. And I can pull it through and hopefully give it a knot. Otherwise we're going to have to just stitch it and figure it out from there because it's not one to go through. Alright, so we're going to pull this one out as well. Actually, what I can do, pull that out one or two more stitches, and then it'll be at the same point as the knot for the next side, and I can knot it to those threads. It's going to be top stitched as well, but I want to be able to have it secure before I move on. Given I have a long one, that's really nice because I can. Okay. Okay, there's that one. That one won't pull out. Now we go to the other side and we grab these. These ones are a little bit on the shorter side, but that's okay. Still works. There we go. And then I can cut these out. And I'll hopefully be able to kind of wrap the other side up with this side. Let's see how it is on this side. I feel like I have a better seam allowance on that side than I did on this one, so that's good. I just realized I stitched past that, but that's okay. Anyway, so now what I can do is, on both sides, is it that way? It is almost like that. So we'll just go down a little ways and start here at that point as opposed to the other point. Where is my elastic? that I had for this. Of course, I lose it. Arg! What did I do with it? Did I put it over here? That's the ones I pulled out. Are you the one I need? Maybe. Let's see if you're the one I need. So we're going to give you here. And bring you... I don't think that's the right one. Maybe though. Actually, where's my line? Oh, actually I think it is. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to stitch this right at that fold line pretty much. That's going to go right there. Alright. I am going to fold that over and then put this in right about here. We're going to put that a little bit past there. And we're going to put that up in that seam area. And I'm just going to stitch a little bit below that. That's in my way. Just so that I get that really good seam here. We're going to stitch it right here. Okay. Everybody stay out of the way. There we go. Okay. And I'm putting that in. We're not. Go back a little bit. Oh yeah, I have to put my. I'm like, why does this feel so weird? My walking foot is not on. And my goal will be to start these gussets at a little bit of a lower side of things. Okay. I also just realized I don't think I have elastic for this other one. Okay. We're gonna make sure we're facing the right direction because I did the other day, sew it in crooked. So that was fun. When I sew it in crooked, it drives me insane. Okay, so that should be enough of a grip here to figure this out right there. I'm gonna give it a little bit extra right there. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and stitch it in. Hey, you need to go under. I may not need the walking foot as much for this one, but we'll see. Please stay up in there. Good job, okay. It's so much quieter without my walking foot, like. So a walking foot actually takes it. So on the machine it has what we call feed dogs, and that's what feeds the fabric through the presser foot, like it's so as it sews. So when you put that in, it makes it a lot more noisy because it's got 2 points at which it's moving. And so actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I am going to stitch this twice. Feel like that's going to give me the best options, I guess I could say. I'm going to see how it goes sewing this. It might hate it. Hey, Maeve. Your overalls are done, by the way. But this means I can get that elastic right up next to there. And then I can sew that gusset. Oh, actually, hang on. No problem. I'm happy to do it. It went very quickly. Because now I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm trying to think on how I want to do this. pretty dang easily, hopefully. Well, let's see. We're going to go ahead and pin this in, and then I'll go from there and see what I want to do. Just mainly try to make sure we have that nice big seam allowance in this area, because it's important for what I need to do. You are going to need to slightly turn yourself right side out. And we're going to try to get you a decent seam allowance over here too. This part is really hard to do, not going to lie, with this pattern, because there's such a staunch curve right here. It makes it really hard to add the gussets in right there. So I usually try to start a little bit lower than that, just so that I don't have to deal with making sure this seam is giant. And so I'm gonna probably start it a little bit lower than I was gonna start it from the back and go toward the front, but I think I should do it front to back, at least as much as I can. I don't know, because they're gonna be opposite each other. I don't know. So we just need to make sure this is the stuff. By the way, Shay, this is one of our friends. This is one of our friends here in Washington that I am talking to right now. Shay, the one that was commenting above you, is the one that has been, she's been around my server for, God, years. Or not server. Doing too much Discord time. Well, you were in my server while I had it. Shay's been around for a while and is a pretty cool human being. I believe it's S-H-A-Y. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. I'm remembering from when she told me her new name. You're pulling a Steve. Alright, there's that side. Now, guess what I have not cut out yet, though? That's going to be mild annoying. And that is the other elastic for this one. Oh, sheesh, that's a lot of thread stuck to it. Oh, God. Have fun. I do not envy you that. I find it funny that I'm sewing this on my least favorite color first, though. Alright, this one I may have to shift. I just realized I don't know if I... Oh, I did that side. Oh, the other side is the one I didn't do that to. Yes, it's S-H-A-Y, okay. I thought it was, but I wasn't positive. Okay, so we know... Shit, I need that opened. I need to, like, mark down how much of this I actually use. Because it's, like, it would be nice to just know, hey, cut this many inches. I always just measure it, and it kind of gets annoying at times. Okay, there we go. This is not the best elastic, and honestly, I will probably never buy this one again. Our group of friends is like at least 50% trans people. we have surrounded ourselves with a good group of people that are nice and good humans. Alright, so we are going to do this slightly down so that I don't have to How far apart from that are we? Not very, if any. Where's your side over here? We're about down an inch. Okay, so I'll drop it down about an inch. Yep. Most of us are either trans male or trans female. Most. We have, let's see. If we count the other outside part of the group, we've got 3. So 5 that are not trans, I think. Oh, look at the spam coming in. I ignored him. All the spam. Although I will take it. Over other things. Okay, that one's stitched on that side. I know I'm stitching this in, and I am needing to stitch the other things. Am I doing it? Which way am I doing it? Kai, come on. Make up your mind. Doing it the easy way or the hard way. This one goes here, and we come across to this area. So where do I need to lay it? Whatever. Needs to lay this way. Okay, so Kai. Hello. Why does that? I if I don't recognize your name, I am sorry, but you'll just have to remind me if you've had known me on another name or anything. Only so many people call me Kai, so. Where is that one? Okay, we go straight to that one. All right. Oh, hi, V. Long time no see. Oh, Moana's a good one. Hang on, I think I might have. Nope, I did not fuck it up. Okay. Because I'm currently twisted, but we're going to go this way. Alrighty. How have things been, V? I think maybe because I've only really seen you mostly on YouTube. I'm currently streaming on both just because I'm working on my Twitch viewers as well. It is so weird sewing without a walking foot right now. Oh my god, so weird. We'll see how it goes. Oh, maple syrup festival yesterday. Nice. Alright. It's a moment of truth. Yes! Okay, I don't know why I had this one stitched so far down. Like, dude. I think I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna put it up here. Because that tree blood. It's your French Canadian duty. Yeah, you kind of do have that duty, don't you? Dude, I used to, when we lived in Michigan, when I was a kid, we would go to this place called Blandford Nature Center. And every year they would do a bunch of maple syrup stuff. And it was so yummy and so fun. Like, we got to do little field trips, because we were homeschooled. Our field trips were, you know, different. But we went to Blandford a lot. Because throughout the year, so they also had like a little, almost like reenactment area for different, for like really early, like pioneer level stuff, you know. And it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. But they also had like nature trails that you could walk. And they had like an area with a bunch of different animals, like that are more wild, but like they rescued them and they can't be released into the wild, but they're not tame per se. So like wolves and foxes and stuff. Ah, that's good. I feel you there, V. The EDS is real. Oh, I actually marked the center of this thing? Holy shit. You mean I might have done something I was supposed to mark? I suck at marking things when I'm supposed to. It's just the way of my life. But it should kind of help me get an idea of where I'm supposed to start with my gusset instead of just winging it. Although I don't want to have to sew it that way. That's annoying. I don't like sewing from the middle through it, but I'll do what I gotta do. It doesn't always work the greatest to sew it from the middle because then you're having to like go backwards on one side and it throws me off. But I might do it just to see how this goes. You know. Ooh, that sucks. It's a long flare for that. Alright, now is the moment of truth, Kai. Do we do it this way? And make my life a little bit easier? Yes, the answer is yes, we do it this way. Okay. I just don't want to deal with this shit. It's fine. I'm so lazy. I want to just do it this way. It's fine. This makes it really hard to do right here. I have to pay really close attention to this, so if I get quiet, I apologize. I gotta watch this like a hawk in this area because it's such a bad curve that it moves my elastic everywhere, and I just have to watch it really fucking close. And then it eases itself into the normal area once the curve is gone. But it does pull that curve really fucking tight right there, or really fucking narrow for a seam. Alright, let's do this begin without stitching that down. Okay, now we can make that bigger. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cut it. It is so quiet without my walking foot. Can cook a mean pancake, but waffles are sweet. See, I disagree. I am hands down a pancake boy. That does not sound very nice, but I'm trying to. It is so much quieter. Went back to school. Ah. She's schooling far away. I can't remember if she was like in town schooling. Ooh. Okay, confession. I've never had a crepe. Oh, who's in there? That's my girl. I'm going to say hi. There's my girl. Put it off. We'll just stay there. We are going to. Don't fall. Okay, that's different. That's gross. I can't imagine that a psych word crepe would be any good at all. That's the weird thing about crepes is they can go savory or not savory, and it weirds me out. How was your D&D, honey? Let's put a little bit more like attention on the game today. Was Chloe a little more having attention on the game or less? Good. Good. That's good. I'm glad that they... That's probably a little bit my fault. Oh, God. Doomsday prep, huh? Yes. Maeve, some hospital food is really good, yes. I mean, I know you can do sweet or savory with all bread base, but I have not seen it. Oh, is it yesterday, you mean? Oh, the ribs. They're actually pretty good. I am working on diapers. Well, I'm working on diaper covers. I was going to work on diapers, but then I realized I have way more seam ripping to do on that. Sweet and savory sticks. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't typically do the mixing of things other than, like, I'll have pancakes and then I'll have other stuff on the side. But I won't very... Well, no, that's not true. Never mind. I've done the pancake corn dog things. So, guess I can't say I don't do that. And I love those. But there's a difference, to, like, between like, breakfast sausage versus... you mean that sandwich that Steve makes? If that's what you're talking about, I've had it. Did not go very well. There's too much texture-wise, but also drain-wise. No way. Yeah. No, I've had one. It was not gross. It was good. But it was not good on my drain. Let's just say that. Yes, different sausages for different contexts. You need him to make more. You say as you're joining the gym. Oh god, I hate that. That was really close to being... I don't know. Who's over in there? Oh, Jamie. He must be listening. You're trying to behave. Yeah, that's hard to do. But hey, you made the switch to the zero sugar soda, so, or 0 calorie or whatever it is. So that's a start. Wait, what was the question? Some sausages are for special occasions. Oh god, brisket's so good. I love brisket. That is one of my favorites. Especially like when you smoke it and then you get those nice burnt ends and then you can make burnt end mac and cheese. I don't know how this is doing that seam allowance, I do not know, but hey, it's being nice to me, so I'll take it. not gonna complain when my seams. This is the most annoying part of sewing this, is this leg seam. Okay, leg elastic's done. That looks pretty good. I'll take it. Alright. Dude, homemade pizza dough is delicious. It's just too much work for me. Oh, look what I might have just found. Nope, that's not it. Okay, we're good. So, that part's done. Now we sew in. I know! Oh, my back, my ass hurts. I need to get a better chair. Leo, why? Child, don't you even think about it. No. There is no room. Ribs were delicious. The ribs last night were... I liked them better than the last time he made ribs. Because last time I got the ones that were not, like, as cooked through. Okay, I'm going to strangle my human. Somebody spilled cat food yesterday and didn't clean it all the way up. My sewing area has little bits of cat food everywhere. And I keep stepping on them. Look. Alright, we need... I have one of these. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, they were Dr. Pepper. Ugh, Dr. Pepper goes so well with the barbecue. It is the barbecue sauce. It is the barbecue salsa soda. Okay, I don't know why this is actually working so well today, but I've struggled with... Well, I do know why. I'm not sewing with... I'm sewing the both fabric sides, not the sticky side, so it's going to be a lot better. But normally I can't sew diapers almost at all with without my walking foot because they just don't. It gets stuck. I need to remember, though, to do this part without my walking foot because it makes life so much easier. And I just scooped my chair way too close. Don't move yet. Thank you. It's so much quieter, too. Yeah. You have a cat now? We fostered a friend's cat for like 6 months. They gave us the 2-year-old one almost right away. Aww. Leo just had his 7th birthday. Can you guys believe that? Like, how has it been 6 years since I got him? Also, almost a year and a half since we lost Simon, which is crazy. I want more cats, especially because he's a little stinker. He loves our new-ish roommate. Like, he loves them so much that he actually chooses them over me sometimes. So now I have to get another cat that is my kitty. And only my kitty. No, I'm just kidding. While I love that Simon was so attached to me, I do like that. Well, that's an interesting comment. Okay. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that in a minute. I'll get Pedialyte. Right? It really does not seem that way. It's also really funny over at Maeve's house. I have a bit of a reputation, specifically with one of the cats. The minute I walk in the house, he thinks it's time to play because I play with him a lot. It's funny. Their cat, the cat that is my buddy over there, is also Leo reincarnated, basically. Like, they are so much like each other, it's not even funny. Down to, they have the exact same markings, they're just different colors. I hear you beeping at me, okay? Give me a minute. I was waiting till after D&D, and then I got distracted, so now I've got to do it again. Or now I've got to do it now, not again. I'm really wanting to raise a set of kittens again. I haven't had like a straight up kitten in a really long time. Yes, my tube is demanding. Also, cats are demanding, yes. Yeah. Oh, is that hurting? I can... It is loud, I guess. Let me shut it up. It's gotta go through a couple different settings and continue. It's gonna stay on that till I have access to some Pedialyte, which is in the other room. There you go. I turned it off. Now it should not rip anybody's ears. And that's even one of the lower volumes of that thing, too. From the outside room, yeah. No, feeding tubes are incredibly annoying when they beep. Mind you, I did turn it all the way down because I don't like the beep. Alrighty. Turn around. There we go. I am in I don't want to bother with feeding tube mode lately, so I'm actually kind of like forcing myself to actually keep it running. Oh, look at that. Yeah, no, once it's in my bag, I can't hear shit. Like, I've let that thing go for 2 hours before because I could not hear the beeping. So in that area, it needs to be turned up because... Yeah. But yeah, no, I've been in I don't want to deal with feeding tube mode lately. So I am forcing myself to use it. Mainly because if I stop for a couple days and restart, I do not want to deal with the stomach issues that follow. Yeah. No, going to the feeding tube sucked. Like, it was so bad. And for the first few months, first few weeks, I only did a nasal tube for like maybe a month or two, and by the like 6th time I puked it up, they're finally like, okay, time to do something different. Like, no duh. They do the nasal tube first because then you can kind of work on any, like, you can figure out if it's actually going to work for you and stuff like that before you jump to a surgical tube. And it's smart, but at the same time, nasal tubes are the absolute worst. We were discussing the other day whether, on a TikTok I was watching, we were discussing whether a chest tube or a feeding tube were worse as far as nasal tube versus chest tube. And like, nasal tubes are awful. I think I would probably despise that more just because it's longer term than a chest tube. I've had both. Chest tubes are yucky. Where did that just go? Oh. I'm a dumbass. It's still connected to the sewing machine. I hope you never have to deal with it, V. I know you've got the EDS thing going. Gastroparesis is a bitch. I'm not letting myself work on more than this one because I don't want to overdo it. I'm just about... So last night was 24 hours. Leo, get down. Hey! Get down. There is nothing up there that is for you. He's been in steal everybody's shit mode because there's open cups that have been around, which I haven't used an open cup in a really long time. Where is that? Where is that marking? I know it was here. Maybe it was only on the other side, but I thought I had it here. It's really dim if it's on here, so I'm trying to see if I can find out where it was. I don't see it on this side. Let's see if it's on the other side. There it is. Okay. So about... Did I not do it on that side? I don't think I did it on that side. Okay, well, I can kind of sort of mark it while I'm... Not that the marking actually does a ton, but I'm trying to see if I can get this as centered as possible. Okay, right there. Where's my marking pen? I don't know where it is. So we're just going to go ahead and mark it like this. I need to pick up a pack of Crayola markers because I need some washable markers. There you go. So the way the lady does it on her when she's sewing these is she starts in the middle, goes down one way, she goes back up, or then she goes the other way and goes that. It puts my seam on the opposite side, which feels fucking weird. And I don't know if I really want to do it that way. So what I'm going to kind of do is see about, kind of, not pinning, but kind of pinning it, but not exactly. So that I can... I need to just work on finding a better way of putting this particular part of this on the diaper cover, because I hate doing these. There's got to be a better method than this, and I don't know what it is. Like, I want to be able to do elastic, top stitching, and gusset all in one stitch, and I did it, but it was definitely not my most convenient way. So for now, I'm just going back to this way until I have more brain power to figure it out more. So that is why I'm doing this way. All right, you stay here, right there. Okay. With not having my walking foot on, it might make this a little bit easier to place in the right spot, I guess, because I can hold it better. You just listen to me. You are cute. Just sitting there with your blanket listening. I can't hear you. Ah. Oh, nice. I do have one kind of like that. It's just... Your chair looks a lot like mine. But different color. Your color's cuter than mine. Yeah, that's what mine's like. Silky. Slippity-doo-dah. Nice. Okay, let's see if this actually works this way. It's supposed to. Okay. I will just keep yakking my brains out because I'm streaming. Take it, girl. That's alright. That's good. You were low. Yeah. I just unpinned it. Which, they don't usually start freaking out till you hit a little bit like 90 or below. Yeah. A walk would be nice. When it actually stops raining for more than 5 minutes, I'm like, I want to walk. We did actually go for a walk the other day with me in the chair and Chloe pushing it. And normally we don't do that because the hill, they're like, oh, it's too much. Well, I mean, it wasn't easy, but if we needed to or really wanted to go on a walk outside of the apartment complex, we can do it. It's just not real fun to push a big-ass wheelchair up a hill like that. My chair is much heavier now with this new one, and it's like, I like it because I don't have the stupid edges that, oh my god, I actually did that. It's actually working pretty good. What do you know? Like, I like that the seat's a little bit wider, but also it's so much harder to fit it in places. Just having that 2 inches. Can send the rain this way, we could use it. Okay, you can have it. Take it away, we've had enough. We've had enough flooding around here. Thankfully, our side of town doesn't really flood, though. But it's the flooding earlier was, like, this year was crazy. Beep boop, I hear you. Zoe is done in there, I will have them come get Pedialyte. Wait, my Pedialyte hasn't shown up yet. Either it's going to show up Monday or I have to call them. Because I actually need Pedialyte more than I need formula. Because maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to be that much longer. After this, I've got one more gusset and top stitching to do, basically, so I don't know. We'll see. I want to get a keyboard that I can plug headphones into. Like a full... yeah. I want to get a keyboard, like a full-ass keyboard. Like, that's kind of what my sister had, was, like, she had a piano that was electric, but she had... Wow. I've missed piano. Like, I loved my flute, but I know I could not play it right now. I get potsy really bad. A little bit, probably. I think I sold it because it was from my pedophile of a grandfather. But I sold it, I think. Ooh. Yeah. I love hearing you play. There we go, one gusset down. Ooh. I believe so. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I know Chloe has like mentioned that a few times, wanting a kalimba. Yeah, cool. We saw a really shitty one at the secondhand store. Would you want weighted keys on your keyboard? Probably. Oh, that's cute. I like that. When we saw at the secondhand store, it was way beat up beyond belief. I like that. Okay, Gussets, you go that way. You know that way. I wonder if I should... I wonder if that would actually help our situation, is if I went and... If I stack these down... Given I've only ever played piano mostly, I have not actually owned a keyboard because growing up we had piano, and then my sister bought a keyboard when she got married. Yes, I can. I dropped my screwdriver. Chloe, I want to ask her that question. Like, would it be better to tack these down facing this way instead of... Well, I mean, I guess once they're on me, they're gonna mostly stay that way. So that's... Never mind. I don't need to ask her that. Okay, so this one was supposed to have a middle mark. Let's see, does this one have a middle mark? Was I a stupid human and only marked one set of things? Like, really? Why did I only mark one side? That makes no sense. A bit of a ding-ding. But... I'm gonna mark a crease in that as best as I can. We're gonna go ahead and mark it here. Mark it with the B. Mark it here. Stay. Ta-da. I'm just gonna go ahead and pin you right there, and then I can switch it over once I hit that point. Okay. So this is front to back this time. Wait, did I put that on right? Yes, I did. Okay. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. I did it fucking backwards. I'm a dumbass. I'm not taking it out. It's not that important. It's really not that important. I think I did it backwards, though. That's funny. I'm a ding-ding. I am just a ding-ding. I was not paying attention. I totally forgot. I mean, it actually sewed on really well, so, I mean, maybe. It's fine. It's fine. That's hilarious, though. Okay. You stay with that. Okay, you're not gonna get it. Alright. Get the threads out of the way. I need Chloe to be done with what she's doing there and come do this. Alright. I wonder if it would work better if I put this in a different shape. Maybe if I. I know. Well, this was a little bit of a dumbass thing to do. It just doesn't make that big of a difference, quite frankly. The curve is slightly different on one side. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this clip off. Doesn't need a clip anymore. It is how it's going. That is pretty, honey. Yeah. I mildly hate that we're back to 8 hours. I know it's only an hour, but still. Yo, you. Huh? I don't know why I can't hear very well. No, I did not accidentally mute. I was purposely muted for a minute. But just getting confirmation from a friend on if they're heading this way or not. So. Doggo. She's a good doggo, though. Yeah. Like her and Quill, you mean? Oh, shit. Like anxiety med? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hey, you know, that's the thing. Animals can have anxiety just as much as us, you know? I mean, she's a dachshund. They're usually pretty anxious. No, we have not talked D&D yet. Oh, we were... Love that. Love that. That's awesome. I love that. No, they are. I have a feeling they may have fallen asleep. In all honesty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Mm-hmm. Right. I did not just dump all my pins on the floor and they fell off the magnet. I'm out right now. Alright, I gotta put this in there. Keep, yep, you go here. There we go. Oh wait, I actually have more of that than I probably need right now. Oh, okay, oh well. Don't cut your fabric, Kai. Goodness sakes. I don't think I can cross my legs in this chair at all. No way. Okay, I stitched it down. I might have gotten more than I needed for this, but that's okay. Alright, let's make sure it stretches the right amount. There we go. Yes, it does. I'll give it a teeny tiny bit of lax, though. There we go. And now we stitch it down. Well, we now... I am just finishing up this, and then we're good to go. I'm going to be done. I'm not going to sew long today because I don't want to overdo it with how I've been with seizures lately, so... Alright, well, the count for seizures the other night was 12. And that was a lot. My body is still reeling from that. Alrighty, but all I have to do is finish this one, and if it's all going well, then I'll be done. Ta-da-ta-da! And I am going to actually top stitch this instead of stitch it. Stitch it. Alright, let's see how this works. We should be okay with this one. I am going to turn you on that because it makes my life a lot easier. Chloe! Shall we place bets on if she's awake? And shall we place bets on if she's awake? Because we were up to like nearly 3 o'clock last night. Everybody was de-stimming and stuff from having been over at Steve's house. Chloe and Connie went back early because Chloe was anxious as fuck and couldn't get herself to calm down, so she came home with Connie, who was tired as fuck. And then Sunny came home too. And then me and Fleur stayed for a little bit. I fell asleep on the couch. Well, not on the couch, but I fell asleep at about, I don't know, we were watching Ultraman or something like that. I fell asleep for a lot of it. Like half of it. I should have probably pinned this. That would have been a smart idea. Kai, you're a dumbass sometimes. No, I'm a ding-ding. I know. She's gonna be like, nope, you're not a dumbass, you're a ding-ding. Alright, let's see. We're gonna, because I forgot, I was gonna do this facing the other way. I forgot, and I did not do it. Okay, so you are right there. Wait a minute. No, you're not. Here, a minute. Give. Of course. It's so much easier to do this when you're like actually facing the same direction as it. Backwards is a little wonky donkey. I just need at least some pins in it. It doesn't need to have that many. I just need some. So I know where we're at. I mean, like, I can mostly tell by how my fabric is turning that where I'm at with it, but just to be on the smart side of life. nice. There we go. You scoot up to the top like nice elastic should. All the way. Come on. There we go. We're like right at that halfway point between 3/8 of an inch and half an inch. It's lovely. Love stitching there. I could potentially go in narrower, but I'm not going to. You're going to be about 10 too. I should have finger pressed this. That would make my life a lot easier if I finger press it. See, that looks like it's too big. Alright. Okay. Now we get the stretch going. She's offline. This is not bone well. There we go. Shout out your opinion if she doesn't respond. I'll call her if she does not respond to me, because that means she fell asleep, probably. Call her because I have a feeling she's asleep. You know. Not nap time here. Sorry, when she doesn't get at least 12 hours of sleep, she doesn't stay awake. That is so much sleep. After I finish this, I'm going to grab her if she's not awake, because I'm really tired of listening to my pump. But I am going to finish this because that's what I'm doing. I just have like one little area to do after this. And then this one can go be put snaps in it. Have snaps put in it, not be put in it. Cannot English. I feel like this end of this is shorter than the rest of them, which is why I wondered if I accidentally cut this out with a different seam allowance. Go that one more part. It is both the hardest part to top stitch and the easiest part to sew. That's the back. I'm like, what the fuck? That was already done. No, that's the back. Alright, so I'm gonna top stitch, or I'm gonna mark, not mark, pin, whatever the word is, clip. technically, yes, I'm clipping, not pinning. This one spot is going to be really fucking hard. Well, actually, with a leveler, it might go a little bit easier. With my walking foot, this area turns out atrociously, so I need to learn to switch to this for top stitching. She has not responded on Discord yet. Go to the other side, and then I turn it and I need to just mini strings hanging out. Okay. Somebody doing chores. I don't think she's awake in all honesty. I may have to call her, but I'll go check on it as soon as I do this. Sometimes it just takes a while. I was teasing Chloe last night that most of her partners are ace. Like, it's too funny. Now, before I stitch that, where's this one? Actually, I can use these because they are still in good shape. So we go here. About there, so we'll add about a half inch. They may not be sleeping, but I highly suspect they're sleeping. They're kind of ridiculous when it comes to how much sleep they get. It's a lot of sleep. Like, I don't think I've known anybody that sleeps as much as they do. Like, it's 4:35. Ouch! Fuck! When I do that, where's my tail? There it is. It's hiding behind you. Behind it. Yeah. It's okay, I'll go kick their ass out of bed here in a minute, if they're asleep. Because they do need to do a little bit of shit before they just zone out for the day. Ow! Alright. That one is not ready to pin. I just mainly am tired of my feeding tube yelling at me, but I'm also going to be done in like 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to move everything anyway. No. Oh god, don't tell me that. She hasn't started any hormones yet. Soon. Well, her appointment was supposed to be last week, or this past week or whatever, and then they got changed because her doctor called in sick. So their next appointment now is like June, so it's a couple months away. She's so pissy that she has to wait that long. I'm like, hey, you know, most people gotta wait longer than that, so. Let's get in there. There we go. Okay. But they'll be starting soon enough. I don't know. I've never been on Spyro. I don't know how much. I don't know. Like, what to do Spyros. I mean, the benefit of Spyro is let's make them drink more water. Because they'll always be thirsty. Okay. You can't take any hormones because of that? Or are you on a progesterone and the other one, yeah. I was on a progesterone only med. Nope, back up. Thank you. You're gonna go right there. Okay, so hopefully this one does not go as poorly as the last one did. Because I have my leveler, so when I get near those snaps, if it's too close, then I can... I need to get Chloe up the... Come on. Come on. Get level. There you go. Ouch. It doesn't want to be leveled. Okay. You're rude. Keep it. This is the problem. One thing I need to work out with this pattern. So I probably just need to take off the last set of snaps. But, or not take off, but move. Because it's either the top is too close, the top one's either too close to the seam or the bottom one's either too close to the seam. Mind you, this is one I did with 3, and I don't use the 3, I just use the 2 now. So, I should be able to move it to a better spot next time I cut them out. Just a couple of them. So they're problematic. I'm just gonna put them a little bit closer to each other. Let me take Astrodalia. And I have a feeling I may have to, like, watch out with birth control in the future because I've had so many blood clots at this point that... Okay. I'm gonna wrangle Chloe down to the dryer here in a minute for you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm feeling they may have a listen. I may also start squaring them so they're a little further away. Like. Something. I don't know. And here comes the hard one again. Okay. There we go. Pass that one pretty easily. Alright, we're gonna. And there we go, it's all done. Hold on. Alright. I have to go wake up my human, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Itchy. But I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Probably not later tonight. Because we're gonna be lower, so. But I will see you all